Well, hey everyone, good to be back. It's Dr. Ed Bauman. We're having a stress clinic with Dr. Ed. Are you stressed? Is your life too much for you? Well, here we are in lesson 3. And in lesson 3, we're going to learn to breathe to manage stress. We've been talking about breathing. We talked about it in the movement classes. It's great. And what I'd like to do for starters is talk to Chris. And Chris is working on her stress management. So this week, Chris, what were some of the highlights and lowlights for you in terms of dealing with stress? What kinds of stresses came to you?
Well, I really noticed the stress that I have with some of the people that I work with, and in particular my boss. I really noticed that really is a huge stress.
Is your boss a man or a woman?
He's a man. He's a young guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a young guy, and he knows a lot of tech stuff and all of that. But he's my boss, but he doesn't have a lot of experience working with people. And
how are his communication skills?
Well, I don't think either of us communicate very well, because I send my work to one person, but he's my boss, so he oversees kind of a more general thing. So I work pretty well with the person that I send stuff to, and we work really well together, the marketing person. But then there's always that stress of...
Well, there's him and you. So in terms of he being him, not much we can do at the moment. How are you engaging with him or engaging with the discomfort that he or the work was creating in you? Because remember, stress is mostly about how we deal with difficulty, not about, gee, it sure is difficult out there.
Yeah, I mean, I just notice how I just am noticing it, that it's a big stress.
And then what was your choice? Because remember, 1 is noticing, 2 is choice. What did you choose to do when it got a little hot under the collar?
You know, it didn't even get hot under the collar this week, but I just noticed that I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm always waiting for something bad to happen, you know.
Did it?
No.
Well then, actually...
But it has in the past.
It could. But
it has in the past, and it's been very difficult.
So what was your challenge and commitment? Your challenge was to deal with this situation, and your commitment was to work on self-judgment.
Right.
Did that come up a few times? And if so, how did you respond to that?
I guess I'm just still kind of noticing how things are all
right,
going.
So you're in noticing phase.
But I did take breaths, and I did take breaks, and I did do movement.
All right.
And I'm trying really hard to change the patterns, like in the morning.
Okay.
So I am trying to detach enough that I can understand what the situation needs and what I need to do in the situation.
Awesome. That's actually a lot of progress. Now,
but I haven't come up with any solutions or anything or anything.
You know, you managed another couple of days, another couple of weeks.
Yeah.
How was your nutritional program? Are you making headway, or are you falling back, or about the same?
So I did change my pattern in the morning. So now I'm actually having protein. I'm actually having shakes.
Oh.
And I make myself drink a couple of glasses of water in the morning, or at least 1 glass. And I am trying to do some of the movement. So that I've made that commitment. And then
does that help you?
But I'm still
feel
eating
better?
chips and chocolate, and you know, I'm still watching TV and stuff like that. I mean, I'm cutting back, but...
There you go. What you might notice, or what I'm noticing from you, is that you've added some healthy behaviors. You've improved your nutrition, you've improved your movement, not tremendously, but gradually, progressively. And you still have those old friends, those chocolate chips, that you tend to go towards. The question is, more or less, or the same? in terms of the frequency, quantity of going to your go-to comfort foods?
Well, I have changed some of the chips. I discovered chia seeds, and
I don't know what those, well, I do know what those are. What are chia seeds for those out who don't?
Besides the fact that you can make chia pets with them.
Oh, yeah.
They're little seeds and they're really crunchy. And so as I'm working away on the computer, I actually chew on them and they're very crunchy. So that satisfies my crunchy.
Good.
You know.
And they're very nutritive. They have proteins, they have fats, they have minerals.
Yeah, and I spend a lot of time dealing with them, like crunching them and all that. So I'm doing that, so I'm not doing as many chips, but the chocolate's really hard because it really does give me a lift in the afternoon.
Okay.
That's really hard for me to give up.
How much chocolate? A serving is 1 ounce. So a bar is typically 3.5 ounces.
Oh.
So that means a bar would be about 3 times, chop it in thirds.
I mean, maybe I could cut back to just 1 ounce.
But listen.
I could try cutting back to 1 ounce, but it's really, I kind of want to eat the whole thing.
Well, you're used to it. Your body's somewhat dependent on it.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you go into withdrawal. It's like, where's my fix? Where's my stimulant? Where's my happy food?
Well, it helps me in the afternoon.
I understand.
When I get low energy and I'm
my suggestions at the moment are take your chocolate bars and cut them in thirds and portion it. Go, here's my portion, okay?
Okay.
And then you go, this is Monday, this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday. Now, the practice of the week is what we've been doing all along, is breathing our stress away. And what I'm going to add to the breathing is also affirmation. I am in control of my life. I am doing lots of good things. I am worthwhile. So can you do some breathing now and use affirmative statements in the moment to help you feel better about yourself and not be fearful of consequences from the unknown or the known? So take some breaths. It's a practice. And you, in your own words, choose some appropriate affirmations.
I am relaxed.
I am relaxed. I'm relaxing.
I am accurately doing my work.
Okay.
I am.
Are you capable?
I'm capable of doing my work, and I'm capable of communicating, coming up with different kinds of communication than what I've been doing.
Okay.
And
So
see if that doesn't.
the idea is this, Chris. When you breathe, you fill yourself full of energy. You fill yourself full of chi. You fill yourself full of possibility, full of lightness, full of goodness. So if you recognize, I'm kind of low energy, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock is exactly.
I'm falling apart now.
Yep,
I need,
totally.
put your hands up. Breathe it in deep. And then let go of that. Yuck. Breathe it in. Take it in. Now maybe you want to put it in your heart. Breathe it in again. Maybe you want to put it in your mind. And I'm letting go of yuck, whatever your yuck is. Breathe it in again. I'm breathing it in and I'm putting it in my tummy, my hara, my center. This is a practice. This is a breathing practice. And the more vigorous, the more intensely you breathe in, and then on the out breath, you discharge pain. You discharge what? What do you want to blow out, honey?
Fear.
Fear. Breathing in love, breathing out what?
Discomfort.
Breathing out discomfort.
Discomfort.
All right. Anyway, you got the pattern now. Does that feel good?
Yeah, it feels great.
I think it feels good. It's part of our active. There you go. All right. So what's your, I think you're into it.
Yeah, I'm really into it.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
All right. What's your commitment to practice this week? All right, very good. I think you got the program. You're doing well.